in the first instance, I would just say that the bill hasn't been, haven't actually came for the first time and also coming again, shows there is also yearning for it. And it doesn't mean that everybody will accept things, but you know, change is always difficult. And in our own context, some are not just averse to it, but what they are averse to, but they know the difficulties in changing things in our constitution. And that difficulties, we shouldn't run away from those challenges. What we need to do is, if this is necessary, we open ourselves up for change. After all, it is democracy, it is discussion. So in the House, there's no two houses, it's the same thing. That was the 9th Assembly, this is 10th Assembly. You have, the beauty of democracy is that people come, people goes, and the House remains. And the contributions of individuals matter. And the composition of the House also matters. In this case, time changes too. And time changes also changes ideas. Yesterday, we don't know that we can't operate without NITEL. Today, NITEL can't operate without us. You understand? That if you put it that, just suppose it that way. So today, why this is a good discourse is that, just like Prof has actually mentioned, there is a lot of ways it can also alleviate some of the problem we're having today. Be it for the marginalized few to also find a place to anchor themselves, or be it to provide more choice for the electorate, be it to reduce godfatherism, but also to increase the open space for Nigerians to air their view. There are people, Prof has just mentioned different sections, but by and large, it is just 4 in all. If you put the sections together, one is that you must be a member of a political party, you must be of sound mind, you must have certain qualifications. Then the other one is that you must, that means you are not maybe a person of questionable character. Then the other one is that you must have certain age. In that instance, it is just one that has been picked. And this one that has been picked, we shouldn't fear changes. We should open up our life. Change is always what people fear. But at this instance, there is a lot of merit having it. What people look at is that maybe in the presidency, it might be very cumbersome for one person to run. After all, the billionaire Perot did it in the U.S. Several times, and he didn't succeed because of the monetary involvement. But I can tell you, in Nigeria, it's a different ballgame. If Abiola would have been there in 1993, an independent candidate, he would put the same crowd. He did.
Are you saying that the number of political parties we have at the moment isn't enough to cover, you know, everybody? I mean, even the independent candidate. Because we don't even some of them we don't know.
But I just want to tell you that some states don't even have some of the political that don't even have presence in certain states. If you must, what the provision covers is that you have about some states and you make impact, and that is it. Yeah. Then if you also look at it in the other way around, I would say that it isn't just about maybe the federal, it's also about the councillorship. People know the people's character and know that this person, if he comes, he will win it, he will contribute to people. It is also about local government chairman, whatever, local, because they are close to the people. What do you need? Who does people know about this? What can they, is it about? It's about credibility of the candidates. Then also in the House of Assembly, even in the House of Rep, because these are people that are so close to the people. He might not, like in the, just I said about United States, that doesn't mean they don't have independent candidates winning in other elections. Yeah. Then if you look at in the UK where George Galloway was in the Labour Party, and when he had issues during the Iraqi war, he left the party because they didn't nominate him. He now, because he had some issues with Tony Blair and others, members of the hierarchy of the party, he went around as independent candidate. As the case may be, he won and came back to the House. So these are certain examples we will also cite to our persons. It may not be all the states, all the elections, all the that people, but at certain point, there may be somebody that the people want, and the system don't want. It does happen. So this is not about, it is about democracy, about what the people want, what the majority would want it to happen. I just gave some examples. He didn't, George Galloway didn't contest for prime minister, but he was there to make impacts for the people he represents. So sometimes political parties, don't get me wrong, are very nice. He has a system. But also, you can also tell me, with due respect to my IPAC chairman and IPAC national chairman, how many of them follow their manifesto after?
That is the question.